and welcome to Tuesday and welcome back to our Team Lotus F1 Manager Series. I hope you're all doing well and I am very excited because we are about to see some actual Formula 1 cars in just over an hour. We're going to have the F1 75 launch, all 10 cars, all the liveries on show. But before that, we're going to get a sneaky little stream in and we have got the full race in Spa coming up in this one. So we have qualified P6 with Danny Rick. As you can see, Fernando Alonso 22nd, but that is because we have taken some new car parts. We've taken an engine and an ERS for this, so we've chosen Spa to do that. So Alonso's going to start right at the back in this one. Danny Rick P6. Same strategy as in it's a two-stopper, but quite a mixed strategy in terms of how we're going to run that. Danny Rick's going to start on the softs, quite aggressive, going to box lap 14, then go to the mediums, then finish on the softs. Alonso's going to go standard on those first set of softs till around lap 16, so a little bit longer. Then he's going to switch to another set of softs and finish on the mediums. So both on a two-stop, slightly different in terms of the run plan. So we'll see how we go in this one. But as I say, Ricciardo P6, Alonso 22nd. So work to do for Alonso to see if we can get points in this one. Lance Stroll, hello mate. In my career, the regulation change is 40% on everything, so just research for the whole season. Yes, Lance, I would say if you've got research available, then switch to research now. Unless you're in a title fight, of course, for this year, then continue design. But if your objective is reachable without continued design work, then just go, yeah, full research. Crazy Kai, 22nd. Yeah, Alonso has taken a new engine and ERS for this race. So grid penalties has put Alonso at the back for this one. But as I say, very exciting day because we're going to see some real Formula 1 cars. The season is upon us. But as I say, before we start all of that goodness, we're going to get this stream in. So let's crack on then and start this Belgian Grand Prix. Let me just check we're set up to push from the start. Let's go. John Nando indeed. Though he is last, and here is the penalty warning. So he's going to start dead last. Lance, now my objective is 7th as team, and I'm 5th with Williams 25, and the 7th team has no points. Yeah, so in that circumstance then, Lance, yeah, I'd just go all-out research, and you'll probably start 2026 with a bit of a beast.
Well then. It's not long until we
but if you're dropping in, you haven't already, do smash that like button. Helps me out. Super appreciated.
The Sauber driver knows this could be a good chance to really prove themselves.
Here we go.
It's going to be difficult.
Let's crack on.
Get ready.
See what we can do then. Alonso starts last. Ricciardo is in the top 10. Going to be a very different race for both drivers. And the lights are out very quick. It's the two RVs as the 1-2 here. Tsunoda and Hulkenberg. And Ricciardo quite tentative through there, but into P6. Got a yellow flag, and that's Ocon out wide there. And Alonso's going to pick up 1, 2, 3 positions off the start.
Could be a lot of debris here.
So what's happened at the start here? George Russell. Ooh, they've just didn't see each other. So Russell and Ocon come together, and Alonso is able to pick off a couple of positions, and then Ocon as well, obviously. Kinga, hello, buddy. Yes, I'm very well. How are you doing? So Ocon's got damage, and so has Russell. Alonso, is he having a look around the outside of Gasly? No, not quite. Right, let's just have a look at tyres, shall we? So most of the grid on softs, no one on hards. Verstappen, the only one on mediums in the top 10. And then we've got, only about another 5 runners on mediums. So most of the runners on soft for this first stint. No penalties given.
Just keep the head down.
Ricciardo is all over Leclerc, who obviously started on a bit of a scrub set. At Sazio Ferrari, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. And can Ricciardo get past Leclerc here? Leclerc's already out of the DRS of the top 4. But again, we're probably not expecting to have the pace of the McLaren's RB or Red Bulls. And Ricciardo having a look through here then. Can't make it work. We'll get DRS once we start this second lap. Tasio, come on, Leclerc. Alright, Ricciardo should get this done. Zhou is past Alonso. Alonso's dropped a position. It's not great for Alonso back there. But as we follow Danny Rick through here, we should get DRS.
Keep the head down.
And it should be job done on Leclerc here, really. Although Danny Rick is just staying in his gearbox for some reason. I don't quite know what Danny Rick's playing at, but that's not ideal.
Okay. Increase in lift off.
Copy.
Right, let's settle down with Alonso here.
Copy.
Yeah, so as I say, the RBs, Red Bull and McLarens have got the pace on us at the moment. There was a lot of traffic in qualifying. That's why Sainz is out of position in 9th and Norris 15th. So I would expect those to come back at us. Alonso's moved back up to 19th. Oh, look at this. Past Gasly in the Audi then. Meister, thanks for the follow. Who is leading the World Drivers' Championship? It's currently our driver, Daniel Ricciardo, but that's because we started with a dominant car, and the rest of the pack are now coming at us, so we may not be leading it if it carries on like that. At the moment, we do lead the Drivers' Championship and Constructors.
And keep going with the lift off. You're doing very good job. Keep going with the lift off.
Okay, understood.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Understood.
Kinga, thanks for the roses, buddy. Much appreciated. Any idea why this isn't on the F1 GP? Born GP type team. Our team is Team Lotus, an old team back from the past. Right, Ricciardo really needs to make this one work. Alonso's got some DRS on Zhou, who's out of the DRS of Magnussen. Is Zhou a medium runner? No, he's not. Leclerc has dropped Ricciardo a little bit there. But we do get DRS. And as Alonso lost DRS on Zhou there, I think, no, he just about had it as well. But Alonso not really making too much headway early on here. We have got to get him to, what, lap 16. Oh, someone's just crashed ahead of us. Just heard the crash ahead of us. Oh, what is going on here?
On the start finish straight.
Alonso's going to be all over this as well. Someone's locked up, I think. I heard some brakes and I heard some impact. Enzo Fittipaldi. Oh, locks up into the Aston. And that's another 2 cars with some damage then. So that's going to help Alonso, who is right here now. And that's K-Mag, who was just caught up in all of this. Could do with not getting stuck behind K-Mag, though. Is this live right now? It's live right now. Fittipaldi's got a penalty for that collision. Alonso's going to get stuck behind Magnussen here, which is not ideal. Ricciardo has kept with Leclerc. We've got another yellow flag. Magnussen. Oh, just as we came off. What's happened? Alonso's passed him, so that's fine. Magnussen's locked up this time.
Here. And if we watch Magnussen,
so this should have just allowed an easy move for Alonso then. Yeah, there goes K-Max. See you later.
Unable to do much about it.
And that allows an easy move for Fernando Alonso then. And Alonso now back onto Zhou. Oh, it's going to be tight through there, but Alonso's going to try and make it work. Surely not going to go side by side through Eau Rouge. No, we're not. But we will get the DRS again. Ricciardo's past Leclerc further up the field, I can see. We're not going to make that move. Let's have a look at the replay.
And we're watching Daniel Ricciardo. Can they squeeze by?
And Ricciardo finally passed Leclerc then. I think Leclerc's going to try and stick with us here.
5th place after that.
Tazio, I think I've seen you before. Have you had Schumacher and Ricciardo? Yes, we did indeed. That was our driver pairing for the first year. We're now in our 3rd season. But yeah, that was me. Right, let's try and use some battery with Ricciardo. Push away from Charles Leclerc.
Understood.
So yeah, we've not got the pace of the RB, Red Bull or McLaren. So Sainz and... Well, Norris is still bogged down a bit, but Sainz and Norris may get past us. But yeah, we're not going to catch the top 4, unfortunately, unless there's some major drama out there. Our fight is really with those behind us and trying to get Alonso up into the points. Fittipaldi not really struggling too much with that damage he's got. Ricciardo's just not being able to break this DRS to Leclerc. What is the tyres saying? It's all pretty even, to be fair. Russell, because of that accident, and Fittipaldi have used quite a bit. Right, Ricciardo is going to be in trouble here. He's got no DRS. And Leclerc, Bottas and Sainz behind him all have DRS. So here comes Leclerc. I think Leclerc is going to be past us. Is it just going to be Leclerc? Can we maintain at least P6 here? Yes, we can,
Right,
as Alonso has got past Joe.
Keep watching Alonso with
Hit
this
for
one.
Inters. It's too early. It's too early for Inters. It's never too early in Spa.
And Alonso
I don't actually think we're having any rain here today, which is odd for Spa. And there we go. Alonso's past Joe. Yeah, no rain today in Spa. So as we saw, Leclerc back past Ricciardo. Alonso straight onto Fittipaldi here, although Show is still hounding him. That's yeah, put full wets, trust me, bro. I feel it's a stitch up. Right, Alonso's going to have to follow him through there. Weather changes quickly in Spa, don't get caught out full wets just in case. That's more of a Ferrari strategy, to be fair. Live race indeed, James. Ricciardo is still going to be the DRS of Leclerc, but he is being hounded by those behind him now. Very close to the top 4 though, isn't it? It's yeah, about a second and a half separates the top 4.
And Bottas has DRS now.
Bottas does have DRS, but we have DRS. It is now a DRS train from Leclerc down to Perez, from 6th to 11th. Right, Alonso is past Fittipaldi. Good job. There we go. Fittipaldi struggling with that damage. He's got half a front wing missing. What's he doing? Still out. He's loving it. What is going on there? Okay, maybe not half, but at least a quarter of the front wing is gone.
Alrighty.
Now we can see what happened.
And Ricciardo's lost a position to Bottas. Did Ricciardo lose DRS? There's no DRS here anyway. Not through here, Bottas. Oh. Bottas has got that mullet out and he's got it on show. What a move. And Bottas is past Leclerc. Bottas is on one. He's pushing. As Gasly's got a mechanical fault. He's behind Alonso anyway, so no issue. So Alonso's got 4.3 seconds now to George Russell, so he's got to push up to George. George down to 59%. He's going to have to box pretty early or manage those tyres.
Fit back on tyres when you can.
Ricciardo's got a bit of a slog here with these guys, and we've now got Sainz in the mix, who's in a much faster car in that Red Bull. Tyre life is all pretty even. Bottas has nearly pulled a second on Leclerc though. But yes, in just over an hour, we are actually going to see some real liveries on Formula 1 cars, the 2025 car. Well, not the cars, the liveries at least. Very exciting. I think the Ferrari will be red. Let's hope there's a few standout liveries. Hope a few teams have gone bold. But Leclerc does maintain DRS then on Bottas. Start to use a bit of battery with Ricciardo because he's at risk here.
Understood.
I'm excited for Sauber. Or Sainz on the inside. Ricciardo needs to fend him off.
Try to cool down the tyres.
Sainz going to try and stay on the inside here. And he'll get the inside here. Sainz might be through. What can Ricciardo do? He's going to hang out on the outside. It's a long way around there. He will get the inside here for the left-hander. Ricciardo and Sainz still side by side, and Sainz has to concede.
You've done a good job there. Our next car ahead is Leclerc.
The McLaren will be orange. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good chance that's going to be Papaya. I must say, I think Red Bull's always the most disappointing because you can have a colour scheme, and I know Ferrari's always red, but they do try and little different things. So Red Bull just, yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice for them to do something a little bit bolder with that Red Bull for one season. Right, it's very tight. Majaz, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. Right, so Ricciardo stays P7 and he's just bogged down in this DRS train, really. Leclerc is back past Bottas. That's Ricciardo pitting. He's pitting lap 14. Gotta hope Ricciardo maybe gets the undercut. Alonso's now 3 seconds off Russell. He's not really closing with any mega pace. Ricciardo having a look, but nothing doing there. So Tsunoda leads, Hülkenberg second, Verstappen third, and then Piastri's just dropped out of that DRS by about 3.3, but say the top four are cut adrift from the rest. And Albon's still here, isn't he, in the Aston? Albon's doing a good little job there. Here comes Carlos Sainz again. This time, he is going to get the move done. That was a very nice move from Sainz. As I say, that Red Bull has got superior pace. He shouldn't be this far down the field, so he's working his way back through, but that was a good move.
Let's have a look as we go into the 13th corner. The gap opens up for them.
This Ricciardo not expecting him there at all, and Sainz, lovely move. So yeah, I'd expect Sainz to eventually get past Bottas and Leclerc and push up to this top four, so we'll probably lose sight of Sainz. And it's whether Norris can get up here as well, because that McLaren is pretty quick as well. So at the moment, we're probably fighting for a maximum of P6, I'd say, with Ricciardo, until we get our upgrades. We've got one more race after this one back-to-back, so Hungary after Spa, and then it's the summer break, and that's where we're probably going to get 3 between 3 and 5 new designs on the car. So we hope after the summer break we'll be back challenging for podiums and wins. But by that stage, I think the championships are going to be very tight indeed. And we'll see how tight it gets at the end of this one. Once we wrap this race, we'll have a look at the standings. But Ricciardo has now got Alex Albon on his rear. Albon having a great race in the Aston. And Ricciardo's used more tyre life. Ricciardo's probably going to be one of the earliest to pit. He's on an aggressive stint for this first stint, lap 14, as Albon having a look whilst Ricciardo trying to half defend, and it kind of opens up a move again on Carlos Sainz. We've seen this before, these two side by side. This time it's Ricciardo trying to get back past Carlos Sainz.
Okay, good job.
And Carlos Sainz has to concede, so Sainz not making the progress he wants to. Ricciardo having a half look at Leclerc as well, but nothing doing there. Alonso 2.4 off Russell, so he is closing, but it's nothing significant, is it? That's 0.3 of a second, although both of them are much quicker than the cars ahead. Chan, hello buddy, how's it going? Hope you're well. But yes, I'm very excited to see some new liveries, and then it's not going to be long until we get to testing, and then we are fully on the way to Melbourne. So yeah, Tsunoda leads Hülkenberg. Look how close this top 3 is. I know we're pulling away from our drivers here for a moment, but what on earth is going on here? The Red Bull team are loving it at the moment. No one, thanks for the follow. Got 2 RBs and a Red Bull up here, squabbling away. And they're loving life out there. Max is on the mediums though, so you'd probably have to say advantage to Max, because they're on the softs, the 2 RBs. You would have wanted to pull away if you were on the softs. Right, let's jump back then to Ricciardo. And, oh my goodness, we could be 3 wide through here in a moment. This is... Oh, I thought we were going to get a bit of a... Oh no, there goes Sainz. I thought we were going to get a Schumacher-Hakkinen situation there, but Ricciardo kind of pulled out of it. He's going to get 1 move done, but he lost 1 in the process, so he doesn't move anywhere.
We keep focusing.
Plays P7. He's just got different cars in front and behind now.
Here's the replay. Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here.
Carlos Sainz got a hell of a toe.
Opportunity begging to be taken.
Yeah, Ricciardo, he was a bit bogged down behind Leclerc. He had a half look and then pulled back in. And look at this. Using the toe of that Merc, Sainz just says thank you very much. And then we kind of slip in on the outside as well. Said that, Crofty. Just said that, mate. So lap 10, Sainz P6. Now, Sainz gets past Bottas. I do expect him to get down the road. And as I say, we'll lose sight of Sainz, because he's in a much quicker car. What tyres is Sainz on? He's on the softs as well. And Sainz is past Bottas, so I'd expect Sainz to now open up that second gap if he can. It's quite difficult to do here, though, because he is going to be on a straight shortly, and you can get a nice toe. 56% Bottas. Yeah, a lot of the pit stops are going to be around about the same sort of time. Russell's down to 36% on his tyres. And Alonso is on Russell, so we're kind of watching both drivers at the moment. But if you are jumping into the stream, you're enjoying the stream, and you haven't already, do smash that like button, really helps me out. Yes, Sainz has nearly pulled the second, so as I say, I thought once Sainz got clear, he would pull away. We might just stay with him across this next DRS zone or 2, but then I think he'll be on his way. Bottas is going to get DRS here, and then we'll get DRS on the next straight, so we might be with Sainz for a little while longer.
Let's get ready.
Chief, thanks for the follow, much appreciated.
Race update. Russell has pitted.
Russell's in the pit, so that releases Alonso. Alonso doesn't have to get that move done. Russell had to pit early because he had an accident early on, which has caused some tyre wear. So Alonso is now 4 seconds off Bortoletto. What's going on with Ricciardo? He is still with Bottas, just about. Should get DRS. Bottas has stayed very much with Sainz. Norris, although in that superior McLaren, hasn't made great progress. Russell pits, Fittipaldi pits, and Ocon. Everyone who's had a bit of an issue early on here in terms of accidents has all stopped. Magnussen is the only other one that's not stopped and had an accident early on. Right, let's just use a bit of battery with Ricciardo, just so we don't use sight. Last lap I want to have a look at. Alonso 49. Oh, Bortoletto actually went quicker on that last lap. So did Norris, so did Lawson, so did Perez. Not ideal. They might just be going for a bit of a push though, because they are getting low on their tyre life. So let's wait and see on that. Alonso could go for a bit of aggression.
So pick up the pace.
As there we hit like goal. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for all the likes. Much appreciated. But yeah, this F1 75 event is getting a bit of stick because I've heard that hardly anyone's able to get tickets. Meant to be for the fans, but the what I'm hearing out there is actually it wasn't. It's mainly for sponsors and influencers and all the rest of it. And actually, genuine fans have really struggled to get a ticket, which not great. Ricciardo just about in the DRS, but he really needs to get down after Bottas and Sainz here. Zhou is in the pits, but he's behind Alonso. When's Ricciardo bidding? Lap 14, so we're not far away, are we? Another 2 laps. We could probably attack a little bit on these tyres.
Let's try to take opportunity.
Joe Magson and Teo Pourchaire all in the pits. So quite a bit of activity in the pits. Ricciardo's lap 14. I think Alonso's lap 16. Yeah, so he's still got a few more laps to go yet. Popping back to standing now.
So back out the pace.
Copy.
And Alonso was a lot quicker on that last lap. 1.3, he's 3/10 quicker than Lawson. But not quicker than these guys because they're benefiting from that DRS, which is so powerful. That's why Alonso is not making big gains, because Perez is going quicker because he's sitting in the, or he was in the DRS earlier on. Right, Ricciardo is really trying his best to hold on to the DRS. It's a bit of a struggle. He has broken the DRS to the Ferrari of Hamilton and Albon and Leclerc behind. And he will get DRS here. Hamilton might be pushing. Perez is into the pits. Norris is into the pits. So again, that's going to release Alonso. Another couple of positions. Bortoletto's into the pits. So Alonso, we'll see, is going up because he's going longer on this first stint. So Alonso moves up to P12. Started last. Atty, hi buddy, how's it going? Hope you're well. Hamilton right with us. As soon as we stop pushing on that battery,
No on tire wear.
we just lose a DRS.
Understood.
Overtake available.
Going well. Good buddy, good to hear, good to hear.
Understood.
Let's drop back to aggressive here.
And try to cool
And
down
well,
the tires when
holiday.
you can.
I'm always good to be on holiday. Hope you're enjoying it.
Yep, understood.
Tyres. Yeah, so Alonso should do some good work in this first stint, hopefully. Perez has stopped though, and he's only 5 seconds behind him. So I think Alonso's going to have a bit of a battle to get to the points here today. I don't think it's going to be easy. And we said we thought Sainz would get up the road, but we have held on to Sainz. Ricciardo's going to box, not at the end of this lap, but once we now start this next one, we will be into the pits. So let's go. Glad to find this. Can't seem to find F1 Live anywhere. Great job. No worries, buddy. Well, we have plenty of F1 Manager content, so yeah. Make sure to follow. And if you want more in the TikTok profile, if you're watching on TikTok, head to the YouTube, and there's much more F1 Manager content over there. Of course, all the live streams and some clips are on TikTok as well. Yeah, as soon as we come off that battery, look, we just lose the DRS. Are we going to be under threat here from Lewis Hamilton? We might be. Lewis on the inside, but we hold him off. Yeah, Callie is best F1 manager content. Thanks, buddy. Sainz and Bottas continue to fight. Alonso, who's that? Lawson up the road, and he's got Leclerc. But yeah, with 15 seconds off Leclerc, I think it's going to be a real struggle for Alonso to get points. Got a yellow flag. Is that going to turn to anything here?
Yellow's ahead. Copy.
It's Ocon with the lockup.
But this is what
Ocon was dead last anyway,
now
wasn't
we're
he?
watching Esteban Ocon.
He was.
Nothing at this point. Well, you can see the lockup.
It's not ideal if he's just stopped as well. What's his tyres? Yeah, down 75%. So Ocon's having a bit of an awful race. Right, Ricciardo's going to stop at the end of this lap. And we've got to hope we can get a bit of an undercut on these guys. What are their tyres saying? I think we'll be the first in out of this group of cars. And we're going an aggressive stint on the medium. So let's see how we go. Need a nice clean stop from the pit crew. We have had a back-to-back race, then a week off. Now we're on another back-to-back, so they might be a bit tired. We have kept the tiredness as low as possible. Hamilton trying to make the move. We do need to get into the pits though, Lewis, so thank you. We're in, and Leclerc pits at the same time. Hulkenberg does as well, but he's not in our race. But Leclerc, that's not ideal. We didn't really want any of these stopping. 2.4, not our best stop, but it's not an error.
Reminder, throttle on pit exit.
But the annoying thing is we're going to have Leclerc right on us here. See you next live, Callie needs to go. No worries, Atty. Thanks for jumping in as always. Yeah, I didn't want Leclerc.
Currently P11.
I'm just going to try and break that DRS straight away to Leclerc. Oh, we might get DRS off Fernando here.
So we have Leclerc a little while behind. Leclerc 1.4.
Fernando needs to keep Leclerc behind him here. Give his teammate a job, and he does. That is good work. So we just allowed Alonso to let his teammate go there. And he can hold up the cars behind, which includes Leclerc and Norris also that stopped. So that's going to give Ricciardo a chance to just build a little bit of a buffer here. Don't think Alonso will be able to do it for very long. Got another yellow flag. Safety car would be perfect for Fernando. As it's Hulkenberg running wide.
Overtake is available.
He has stopped.
Overtake available.
But that's not ideal on his outlap. FC Nick, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. So Alonso doing a bit of a hold-up job here. And Danny Rick has got 4 seconds up the road because of this. Alonso up to his old tricks here, but it's working perfectly for Danny Rick.
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
As Sainz is into the pit. Okay. So where is Sainz going to feed out here? As we've got a Williams on the inside, Ferrari on the outside, potentially a McLaren there as well.
Okay, crack on.
Perez is having a good race there. This is actually, yeah, legitimate position here. Sainz. Right, we need Alonso to come in at the end of this lap. Where does Sainz feed out? So he is clear of that battle. Ricciardo's clear of him, but Sainz will catch us, no doubt. Has Alonso stayed in the DRS of Perez? No. I think this is going to be pretty near impossible now to keep Leclerc and Norris behind. So we needed that DRS, which we haven't got. So here comes Leclerc, although Norris looks a little bit too far back. Leclerc shot his DRS. Who is that? Please don't be Danny Rick.
DRS behind.
It's not. We've got another yellow flag. Come on, give us a safety car for Fernando.
Car is up.
No, Fittipaldi, he's had a spin. Oh, he's lit up the rears. Right, Alonso's going to be in the end of this lap. He's still holding Leclerc and Norris up. And they are now 3 to 4 seconds behind Ricciardo, so that's worked a treat. Sainz is on Ricciardo now, but I just don't think we can fight Sainz, so he's not in our fight. We're trying to finish, I think, P7 in this race. P6, P7. Quinn, is your F1 manager modded because of Audi? Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed. We put Audi in for this 2026 season. Yeah, I can't see Alonso getting points at the moment because we're now going to be a pit stop behind all of these. As again, this Ferrari's going to be in the way of our pit stop, and that's going to majorly hold us up. Not ideal at all there. Here comes Fernando then. He's going to come right... Oh, he's going to come out right down the order again here, but let's see what we can do with him.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
2.4, a little bit slow on the pit stops.
We have Perez behind us.
Sainz does get past Ricciardo. And it's just going to be DRS assisted here. As I say, we have not got the pace of the RB. Chan, I'm sorry I need to go for a second. No worries, buddy. Right, so Alonso, is he going to clear K-Mag? Yes, that should be pretty easy. And we're going to be back behind these Alpines. We've only got 7% on Lawson, to be fair, so...
Joe ahead.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a slog for Alonso to try and get some points here. So Ricciardo's got 3.6 on Leclerc and a little bit more on Norris. They are the danger behind him. Bottas still not stopped. No, Bottas is going very long.
Understood.
Let's see how we go in this stint. But yeah, let me know in the chat what car are you most looking forward to seeing tonight. If you're watching the event. I think as someone said earlier, I'm quite interested to see this Alba. Of course, McLaren's my team, so I'm always interested to see that livery, but let's see a car shake it up a bit. Right, Sonoda pits. That's Verstappen already stopped? No. If you do watch these streams regularly, you know that we don't often skip the track action. But whilst Alonso's not quite in the DRS of Zhou, we will just skip forward a little bit here. And there we go. We're there. So Alonso now on Zhou. You've got to get this done pretty quickly, to be honest with you. You don't want to be stuck behind.
Tyres have stabilised now.
Got much better tyre life than Zhou. And then we've got a 4-second gap. So Alonso's got to get this done here. As we're gaining. We seem a little bit far back, but here we go. Fernando, got to send this. It's Fernando Alonso, so of course he's going to send it, and we are past Zhou. Force him a bit on the inside there as well. And Alonso is through past Zhou, and he should be able to push up now to Bortoletto. 3.7 seconds up the road, who is fighting Lawson.
Okay.
So Alonso now needs to be on a bit of a charge. This is his aggressive stint on these softs. Shan, I'm back. Good to have you back. Liam, thanks for the follow. I'm interested to see if Mercedes went black or silver. I feel they're going to be silver this year. Clayton, why is Alonso so far back? We had to take, well, we didn't have to, but our parts were getting worn, so we've taken a new engine and ERS, so started last for taking new parts this race. Clayton, thanks for the follow. So yeah, started 22nd. We're making our way up, but yeah, I think points are going to be difficult, but we did start 22nd. We're now up to 16th. I'd like to think we should be able to get Bortoletto, Lawson and Russell. Then beyond that, it's going to get a little bit more difficult. So we'll see once we reach that stage. But we're not far off. You can see him in the distance now. Ricciardo's still got 5 seconds on Leclerc, so we're just kind of managing that. He's not in now till lap 32. Alonso lap 27. Zhou is going to have DRS on us out of here, isn't he? Which is not going to be great. I just need to push on the battery a little bit more.
Press and hold the overtake.
The only problem, if you play this game, the DRS is so powerful, as in you can just stay with cars even if you haven't got the pace. So Zhou really hasn't got the pace of us right now, but because he stayed in the DRS, it's just going to bring him along nicely. We can't allow him to get back past us, and we don't. What's your car performance midfield? We started this season as a dominant car, but we didn't want to dominate the season, so we've sort of helped the AI out. We've done a thing in the series where every sort of 6 races we go into the database editor, do a bit of a random generator to help out the AIs. So we have now seen the AI out-develop us, so we're probably the 4th to 5th quickest car at the moment. So RB, I think Red Bull are now the quickest, then RB and McLaren very close between the top 3. Then we're sort of in amongst Ferrari, Mercedes, so we should be finishing somewhere between 6th and 10th at the moment, but we have got upgrades coming after the summer break to hopefully get us back to fight for points. Podium, sorry.
Bottas in the pit straight now.
Right, Alonso has dropped Joe. We've got Piastri, Albon and Bottas in, so Ricciardo should be clear of these because they've gone quite long. Are they going for a one-stopper? I'd imagine they will, stopping on lap 20. You've got to imagine they're on a one-stopper. Leclerc only 2.7 seconds behind us now. That's a little bit worrying. Can attack a little bit on these tyres.
Head down now.
Understood.
All right, Alonso.
Press and hold the overtake.
Copy.
Oh, Alonso, that gap is going to close. Rio Rouge, maybe. Fernando? No, not quite. Problem here is Bortoletto's got DRS. We need to get at least one of these. Both of them would be absolutely lovely because he's going to be stuck behind the gearbox of Liam Lawson, and that's going to open up the inside. Oh, Alonso's made contact with him. That was really tentative, and Alonso's got damage. Suspension and front wing. That was really poor from Fernando.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Oh, Fernando. He kind of had it here, and he just, braked really early. And just sloppy. I think we might get a penalty for that.
You let me know. Check.
Minor front wing. I don't think we can afford to box, really. But that is just probably really destroyed any chance we had of points here with Fernando. Oh, Fernando, it looked good there. I thought it was just going to open up the inside, take both of them, and it's ended in tears, really. Hasn't said any investigations ongoing, let alone a penalty. So, oh, here we go. Looks like we're going to get away with it, though. Yeah, no penalties. A little bit lucky there. But what's our pace going to be like now with suspension and front wing damage? It is minor, but not ideal. Ah, that is just not great. Ricciardo, has kept Leclerc at bay there.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Okay, understood.
Right, can we get past Lawson here? Having a look here, we will get DRS. This should be easier than last time round.
Yeah, mate. I don't have that pace.
Come on, Fernando, we've got the pace. We've got the pace.
You just keep your head down.
Fernando this time on the inside. And he does it with no contact. So Fernando Alonso is up into P14, but with damage. This is going to be a real slog now.
4.4.
Chance, sorry, I need to go down. No worries, buddy. Have a good one.
Copy.
.6. We've got to push away from Lawson here.
For info, we are not fuel limited. We are not fuel limited.
What lap are we stopping? Lap 27. We've got 5 laps. Probably attack a bit on these tyres. Just to break this DRS from Lawson.
Solid pace.
Copy.
Hamilton's into the pits. I think that's his first stop, though. Nearly got the second on Lawson here. Lawson staying with us. But I mean, this DRS is such a nuisance.
At the tyres.
You get the toe down here, and then he's going to get DRS. So we're going to have to keep pushing here. Lawson, our ex-teammate, the man Alonso replaced, and Lawson isn't going away here, and this is really frustrating because he's going to be super close down here. I think Lawson's got a great chance of getting us here. Though we have just pulled 7 temps. So we might have a chance to fend him off. If we can keep ahead here, then we should be able to pull away and break the DRS. Unless we're really struggling with that front wing and suspension damage, of course. Lawson has a look at the inside. Can't make it work. So can Fernando break the DRS here? 4.8 to Russell. Can he close that? Or is the damage just going to be too much here? Can change the front wing, of course, in the pit stop. We'll lose a lot of time. Can't do nothing about the suspension damage. It's around 8 temps. We can't break Lawson's DRS at the moment. Come on, we need to... Yes. Just about over a second, but we've got to keep it going because you do get a nice tow around here. Alright, that should be job done on him now.
Cool the tyres.
Okay.
Right, 3.5 to Russell. Ricciardo's just, got 5.7. So whilst we've got a bit of a dry spell, we'll forward on. So lap 32.
Stop the lift off, please.
Lap 27. So let's just manage these gaps. So Alonso 3.3. Is he actually going to start gaining on George here? Not really. I think the damage might be too much. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep it going for now. If not, Alonso might be worth boxing and retiring from this race to save the parts, but we'll see. He is slowly gaining on George now. Ricciardo's got 6-7 seconds now on those behind him, so he's looking pretty good.
Okay.
Alonso, 3 more laps till we need to stop for the second time and final time. A lot of cars with damage on the grid though. Alonso's not the only one, but unfortunately there's not too many ahead of him that have got damage. Well, that just switched to 1.4, then it went up to 3 seconds, then it's gone to 2. I don't quite know what's going on there. But Alonso can visibly see George Russell now. We can probably attack on these tyres because we're going to pit in, what, 2 laps time. So will we get to George Russell before we have to stop? Ricciardo's got 7 seconds still on Perez and Leclerc. So Ricciardo looking pretty good where he is. Alonso's getting ever closer to Russell. As Norris has got a fault. That could be interesting. What's this?
I lost drive or something.
Fernando has developed an issue. He had an issue last race as well, an ERS issue. And he's got a gearbox issue down to 19%. That's why he's not got the pace of Piastri today. So Alonso, maybe he's got a sneaky out chance.
1.5.
Outside chance of a point.
Head down.
Keep him going for now, at least. Right, 1.3 to George Russell. We won't be getting DRS at the moment. We should be getting a bit of a tow at least, but it's not really looking like it. Maybe a slight tow. 1.1. So Alonso dropped Lawson by 6 seconds. So definitely the pace isn't too bad.
It's okay.
146.7. Going quicker than Russell and Norris and Perez. Not really Bottas. So yeah, points still going to be a struggle. Let's see how far we can get with him. I think we can continue to attack all the way till we box now. Nearly into the DRS. We should get a bit of a tow.
Gap 1.2.
Once we get through these 2 right-handers, we'll get a tow all the way down to the chicane, and then we'll be into the DRS on the start-finish straight. It's Russell's tyre life saying. Perez is in for his second stop. Russell down to 41%. Russell might stop soon. kind of like to get past Russell and box before him, though. That would be ideal. Who's Derek? Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. There's Perez into the box. All right, we do need to pit with Alonso at the end of this.
So box and pit confirm.
Can we get past Russell here? And then we'll box at the end of the lap.
Yes, box.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Copy.
Oh, Fernando getting the job done there. What a move. And we'll get DRS to pull away. That's perfect. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that. As I was on the battery there, we didn't quite see it in all its glory. But Alonso is into P12 then. And we're pulling away from Russell already. He's already a second behind. Oh, we unfortunately don't get a replay though. Ricciardo, he's still got 7 seconds on Leclerc, so Ricciardo's having a bit of a lonely race now in P6. And he's looking good for P6. Because as I say, Norris's issue I think is going to hamper him. We're only 3.6 behind Norris. We might get an undercut on Norris with Fernando as well here. So Fernando may be P11. Definitely got a chance of P11. What's Albon saying? He's going to the end though, isn't he, I think? So we're going to be... What's the pit loss here? We're going to be 20 seconds. We're going to be about 25 seconds behind Albon, so that might be a bit too much. But we'll see. There's still an outside chance that Fernando could pick up a point or two here. And Russell pits, but we should be okay from him. As long as we have a clean stop. We do need a clean stop now from the pit crew. Because Russell's only about a second and a half behind us here. Come on. 2.1, our best stop of the day, and we needed it. Good work from the pit crew. And Fernando, that's hit him now to the end of the race. Russell looks like he might have had a quick stop as well, though, because he's not too far behind.
You're currently P14.
Okay, so that's Liam ahead.
Right, let's just
Gap
attack
ahead,
on that.
5.2.
Just attack, get these tyres up to temperature very
Russell now
quickly.
the car behind.
So we won't get past Lawson again. No, Lawson will box Perez. Ah, actually, we
17
forgot about
laps
Perez,
remaining.
who's already jumped us. So yeah, points.
Yeah, increase your gap again.
Points are difficult. Either way, points are going to be difficult. I think we're going to get right on the fringes of
Press and
points
hold the
here.
overtake.
Okay, copy.
I'm hoping Russell's not going to have major pace. He's on the softs. That's interesting. Russell is going to be pushing like mad on those softs as well, by the looks of it. Ricciardo, lap... Where are we coming in? Lap 32. We've still got 3 laps to go. He can go on attack, to be fair.
Let's go for it.
Okay, understood.
Right, let's just forward on then till lap 32. Not too much going on. We do need to be mindful
Understood.
of George Russell, though, although we've got 2 seconds on him now. Don't think he can push those softs too hard, because they won't last. He did push him quite a bit early on. He's now within 1.1, though. Oh, Russell, please don't be pushing like this. This is not what we want off Russell. I really didn't want this fight with Russell. This is why I didn't want Russell to pit the same lap as us. If he stopped a lap later, we would have had a good couple of seconds on him, and this wouldn't have been an issue.
Copy.
It's just a nuisance. He's on those softs, and he's got good pace. He's got really good pace, unless he's absolutely rinsing his battery. But at the moment, it's looking worrying with him on the
Car
softs.
behind Russell. Gap behind 0.9.
He is attacking, though, on those softs. So he's going to have to
Don't
lean
stress.
off those at some point. Ricciardo. Can Ricciardo do it? I don't think Ricciardo can do anything on the top 5.
Update on tires when you can, please.
Right, Alonso is nearly in the DRS of Lawson, but Russell is definitely going to be in the DRS of Fernando here. Is Lawson going to pit? He is. That's annoying as well. Do we get DRS off him still? I don't think we will because we did. We did, but George is still going to have DRS on us. Not working. Not working for us here. George, he's not going to be able... I'm just hoping George is going full on attack here and he's just going to... His pace is going to drop off at some point. I'm going to stop with the battery. George can do what he wants. I think George is attacking a bit too much. Here comes Russell then. He is really going for it and I don't want to waste... I don't want to just ruin my strategy for the sake of it. So we'll just keep on our pace, keep on our delta here. And Russell down to 89%. He's not going to be able to push at that pace the whole race. So he's going for a push at the moment. Let him do his thing. Hopefully we can get him back in a little while. Because I'm feeling that he's pushing on his battery, his fuel, and attacking on his tyres at the moment, so...
Gap behind 14.5.
Now, Ricciardo's still got 7 seconds to declare, but he's 11 seconds off this top 5. Hulkenberg's just made his second and final stop. Who did we thought was one stopping? Albon, Bottas, those in the 60 and 70% range, didn't we? Verstappen. Right, Fernando. Russell down to 87%, so it's 3% margin. 4%. 14 laps to go. Has Norris in the pits. He's just going to have no pace now. That gearbox issue, though. He's going to be a long way back on us. He will have a tyre advantage, but he's going to be way too far back.
Keep your head down.
Right, here comes Fernando again. He's done it once through here. I don't think we're going to be that close, but we will get DRS now up the hill. Once we're up the hill. And here we go. Rear wing open.
Okay, mate. Just stay focused.
But he's not making the move to the inside, Fernando. That's not where you want to be, Nando. I'm say that. Norris only 6 seconds back. He's probably on soft, so he could attack. I think George has used his pace now, though, by the looks of it. So Fernando, we'll wait until we get around again. We didn't change the front wing on that stop because I thought the pace wasn't too bad in the end, so we just kept with it rather than lose further time.
Press and hold the overtake.
Copy.
Right, Ricciardo, this will be optional stop time.
And it's gonna be box, 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 box.
Sainz is in the pits, but we're not fighting Sainz, so Ricciardo will make his final stop, and as I say, just having a lonely race there on his way to P6. But Alonso got a bit of battle on, and George is pushing away here. We're really struggling to stay with George. Just got to hope that he is abusing his tyres here.
Okay, crack on.
Just going to harvest through here, save a bit of battery.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Lose out a bit of time there, but that's fine.
Use your tools.
Copy.
Though we didn't really gain with that DRS zone, did we? Alright, Fernando again. Is he going to get past George Russell this time? DRS swings open again. This time Fernando does pull out to the inside. And this time he should be past George Russell. And he is. Right, let's push on the battery. Let's see if we can actually break the DRS to Russell. It's 5%. So Russell is still on either aggressive or attack. I think aggressive. As Hulkenberg setting the fastest lap. He's only 2.4 off of Max, and I think Max going to the end. So Hulkenberg looking good in the RB for the win.
Pit lane.
Lotus staying out as well. So yeah, look, could be an RB win here today. Anyway, last pit stop hopefully for us. 2.1 last time out. Can we better it? No, 2.2, but we take that.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
Right, Hamilton, Bottas and Albon all going to the end here. So there is going to be some overtaking for Ricciardo to do. And ideally, he wants to be out ahead of Bottas and Albon because that would make less overtaking, but their tyres are going to be up to speed and ours are not.
Next car, Hamilton.
So this is probably going to be near on impossible to keep these behind. Let's give it a go. Come, Ricciardo, cover that off. Cover that off. That's what we like, but I think Bottas has still got the inside. He has, and he's got those tyres up to temperature. Not much we could do there.
Understood.
Don't want to lose out to Ricciardo, to Albon as well here.
Okay.
Alonso has broken the DRS to Russell, but he's 20 seconds off Perez. Not significant better tyre life, so yeah, points is looking unlikely. Ricciardo, he's got a good tyre advantage on all of those ahead of him, so it should be only a matter of time, you'd hope, for Ricciardo. Just got to get these tyres up to temperature. Oh, Ricciardo. Hamilton is 5 seconds up the road, though. But I think we will have the pace.
We're happy with tyres.
Okay, understood.
Right, here we go then. Ricciardo's tyres getting into the window. He's going for the move on Bottas there. Not ideal because although we get DRS here, we won't get the second helmet of DRS, but hopefully we've got enough here just to pull away. As Leclerc makes his final stop.
Nice.
And Ricciardo want to dump a lot of battery here.
So currently P8. Our next car ahead is Leclerc.
Oh, Bottas, yeah, we should have enough on Bottas here. And we've got 5 seconds till Hamilton.
Need to drop the pace.
And Leclerc's going to be way out in front of Alonso. So, yeah, Alonso's not really got too much chance of points here. We'd need something drastic to happen in front of us. So let's forward on, see if Ricciardo can get up to Lewis Hamilton. We should be able to do that. 10 laps to go. I think Alonso is going to finish just outside the points here today. That's a back marker, Fittipaldi, I believe, but that will give us DRS, which we'll take. And we take the fastest lap as well with that. Very nice indeed. That'll get us an extra point, unless anyone better it. Can better it. And 1.8 now to Lewis Hamilton. Look at the gain. Yeah, this is just going to be easy work in the end on Lewis. Can we gain on anyone else? I don't think we can. No, we're too far back. Going to be too far back on anyone else.
So we keep focusing on the pace.
Alonso's got 2.1 to Russell, and Russell's, as I say, abused those softs, so I don't think he can do much more than that. Alonso can do a bit of attack as well.
Push now, push.
Okay.
Here we go. Is Ricciardo going to wait for the DRS, or is he just going to get the job done here? Alongside Lewis Hamilton, much better grip. And we're going to get the job done nice and early from Daniel Ricciardo. We'll keep pushing on the battery. Let's build that DRS gap. Lewis will probably stay with us for the next couple of DRS zones.
Keep looking at your tires.
But Ricciardo is back to that P6 mark. Now that's where he's been for most of the race. That looks like to be where he's going to finish. We actually have nearly broke the DRS, and we have. So that's going to be quite easy work in the end then for Ricciardo. And he's just got to bring it home now. So Piastri, Verstappen, Tsunoda, all one stopping, but they're too far. I mean, we're 17 seconds off Piastri and then nearly 30 off those in front. Let's just have a look what's going on out front. So we've got Tsunoda who leads, but he's on mediums at 57%. Hulkenberg chasing him down on 73% softs, and Max on 62%. So I fancy Hulkenberg for the win at the moment. Hulkenberg might win it. And yeah, it might be an RB1-2, but I feel it might be Hulkenberg P1, Tsunoda P2, and Verstappen P3. So we'll wait and see on that. Ricciardo's pulled 2 seconds on Lewis, so we can just turn that down there. And Alonso got 3.6 on Russell now.
A little bit more, please.
Okay.
But yeah, as I say, most of what we do on this F1 Manager series, we watch the track action. But whenever we have a bit of a gap like this, Alonso 11 seconds behind Leclerc, Ricciardo 10 seconds behind Sainz, that's the only time we do forward it. I know a lot of other series will forward a lot, but we like to see the track action. But yeah, when it's a dull moment, we do forward on. We've only got 7 laps to go. We probably will be forwarding most of this to the end now, because I don't think Alonso's going to be able to do anything. And same with Ricciardo, to be honest with you. So it's just kind of bringing the cars home now. Ricciardo's got the fastest lap, so we don't really need to even push for that. Russell's still 3.6 seconds back. Hamilton's 2.7. He's kind of holding on, but you know, we've got room to push when we need it, so it's fine. Tsunoda still leads, but Hülkenberg is right on his gearbox now. Hülkenberg's out. We've got a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car. And keep following the reference.
Well, we weren't expecting that. We might as well box Fernando.
Okay. Understood.
Hülkenberg has binned it. What has happened to Nico Hülkenberg?
Turn 13. And that's the moment the car plows into the wall. Now I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
Actually, is there any point hitting Alonso?
So box and pick and first.
We'll lose.
Here we are then, reaching turn 13.
Let's just work this out. We're gonna... No, there's no point boxing Alonso, is there? If it's a full safety car, it'd be worth it, but not a virtual. Because he'll lose to Russell, potentially Norris as well. But Hülkenberg has binned it. He is out.
Okay.
And, yeah. Hülkenberg looking good for the win, and he's absolutely wrecked the chances there. So Ricciardo's promoted to P5, Alonso up to P11, but he's 20 seconds off the points. So, not going to happen unless something else strange happens ahead of us. Look at this virtual end. Fittipaldi's having a spin under the virtual as well. Lucas Possible 1-2, never mind. That's the same shame that wasn't a safety car. It would have spiced it up.
Virtual safety car ending.
Alright, we'll just attack all the way now. Might as well use some of this battery as well.
Head down now.
Understood.
DRS enabled. DRS enabled.
Alonso's just going to miss out on the points then.
You can cancel or reduce lift off where possible.
Chan, you're back.
Yep,
you're in and you're out. It's a Katy Perry song in there somewhere. Good to have you back, buddy. Coming to the end, though, we had a bit of drama there. Hülkenberg crashing out, but it's not going to change things too much apart from promoting Daniel Ricciardo. It will help us in the constructors, though, because RB have just thrown away 18 points either way you look at that. Whether it's going to be 18 from Tsunoda or Hülkenberg, they've just thrown them in the, away in the gravel trap. Ricciardo's got a nice 8-second gap now, so he's comfortable. Alonso is gaining, but it's not going to be enough, is it? 40%. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. We need quite a few more laps for that to happen. So 3 to go. Ricciardo P5, Alonso P11. And we'll see what the driver's standings and constructors look like once we wrap this one up. Again, we should still have the lead in both, but they will be coming at us. Red Bull will certainly be coming at us in the constructors. RB would have, until Hülkenberg made that error. Sainz got a mechanical fault. That's going to come too late, though. There's only 2 laps to go. I'll just check we're okay on fuel, which we are. Yeah, Alonso's taking good time out of Bottas now, but it's just going to come a bit too late in the day, unfortunately. And Ricciardo's only 8 seconds off the top 4, but as I say, it's all going to be a bit too late. as Tsunoda's about to start the last lap. And he does. He's got a 2.4 second lead on Max Verstappen, so it should be a win here for Yuki Tsunoda. They have got some traffic to navigate here in Zhou, but it should be good for that. Alonso's got within 12 seconds of Bottas, so it was 20 seconds to the points. It is going to be a lot less than that, but still not quite enough.
It could be better.
Ricciardo only 5 seconds off Piastri in the end here. But Tsunoda has got an Alpine here, which isn't being very kind to him. He's got 2.5 seconds on Max still. But this isn't ideal, but the Alpine finally gets out of the way. And that should be enough for Yuki Tsunoda to win the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa. Should have probably been a 1-2 here for RB, but Hulkenberg, massive error.
It's just to confirm it's thermal dig.
But Tsunoda's kept it together.
Copy.
And just his last corner to go then. And here he comes. I think Yuki's won one race already this year, so I believe this is his second win in 2026. Yuki Tsunoda wins it. Max Verstappen 2 seconds back. So the Red Bull family very happy here because all three out of 4 of their drivers are going to be on their point on the podium. Should have been all 4 in the top 4 for them. But it is Tsunoda that wins it. Verstappen second. Sainz 20 seconds back. Is going to complete the podium then for P3. And then we've got Oscar Piastri. And as I say, Ricciardo only 4 seconds in the end. There he is. He did have good pace at the end there, Ricciardo. Ricciardo finishes P5. And Alonso is going to miss out on the points. He's going to get within 12 seconds of Bottas. But we started last with Alonso. It's a good recovery in a way. Started 22nd, finished 11th. But that accident early on really cost him. And yeah, ran damage for the rest of the race. So didn't help us.
Appreciate your effort.
And that's another race done for
But there is Daniel Ricciardo. Well, that's Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, they crossed
We're celebrating Alonso in 11th. Thought it would be Ricciardo with P5. There's the man, Yuki Tsunoda.
Sensational achievement for the Japanese
Top step of the podium. As I say, Red Bull are very happy. RB on the top step, Red Bull second and third. It's Red Bull domination here as Yuki Tsunoda wins it in Spa. Right, let's have a look then at the full result. Yuki from pole wins it, so a great result for Yuki Tsunoda. Max Verstappen up 1-2, finished second, and Carlos Sainz, as I say, unlucky to be knocked out in Q2 due to traffic, and he had a much more pace than that, and he showed it. Up 8 places to finish third. Oscar finished where he started in P4. Danny Rick up 1 to P5, thanks to Hulkenberg basically crashing out. Lewis Hamilton, a good drive from him as well, up 9 places to 6th. Leclerc 7th. Perez takes points in the Williams, as does Albon in the Aston Martin, and Bottas claims the last point. And Fernando Alonso just misses out in P11. Ricciardo, also with the fastest lap, takes the extra point, and he is fighting for this Driver Championship, so that could be all important. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship then. And Daniel Ricciardo does hold on to that lead, but as I say, they are closing this gap. So what is that now? 47 points, the lead. So the lead is now down to 47 points. And we can also see Fernando Alonso has been jumped in P2. No points scored, so it's Yuki Tsunoda up to P2, Fernando Alonso P3, and the rest of these, or at least Verstappen, Piastri and Carlos Sainz, not too far away as well, with Max in 4th, Oscar in 5th, and then Carlos Sainz in 6th. Got Lando in 7th, Hulkenberg really should add 18 on top of that 73 today, should have been on 91 points, but he threw it away. He's in P8, Hamilton 9th, Leclerc 10th, Bottas 11th, and the rest of the points so far, Russell 12th, Albon 13th takes another 2 points. Perez moves up to 14th, taking another 4 points. Ocon 15th, Bortoletto 16th, and the rest yet to score. Constructors, what does that do? We did have a healthy lead, and we still have got a healthy lead, but again, the pack is closing. And again, that should have been, 43 points for RB really there. So, what's that, 126 points? So we've got a 126 point lead, but if this continues, in another 2-3 races, it's going to be very tight indeed. So Team Lotus still lead, Red Bull second, RB move up to third, Lando Norris struggling across the last couple of races, McLaren 4th, Ferrari 5th, Mercedes 6th, Aston Martin 7th, and Williams 8th. So they're actually on the same points now, both on 10 points. Haas in 9th with 2, and then Alpine and Audi are yet to score. So as these get closer to us, what's going to be really interesting is actually it's very close between these two, isn't it? What's it, 39 points between Red Bull and McLaren. So they're going to close that gap. It's going to get very tight on the top 4 in a couple of races' time. So we've got no upgrades for the next race. So again, I'd expect 6th, 7th is going to be the maximum we can do. So it's going to be the same sort of result next time out. And we've got to hope post-summer break we can start to challenge for podiums and wins again. Did we get any fastest pit stop points? We actually got a couple on the board there. We got Danny Rick 1 point and Fernando Alonso with 10. And we're up to 6th. We're flying high in this year. As I say, finished 10th the first year, 9th last year. And we're up to 6th here with 79 points. So looks like we could probably only finish as high as 5th. But we're doing good work in the pit stops. So that's definitely improving. But that is going to bring this one to an end. We did reach our contract as well, so we get a nice little bonus. So yeah, that's going to bring this stream to an end. As I say, if you jumped in for the first time, we stream every Tuesday and Friday, so please check in again on Friday, where we'll be doing the next race in Hungary. And if you can do me a massive favour before you go, like the video, like the stream, really does help me out. And as I say, we'll be back on Friday. I'm going to jump off now, watch some new liveries. Let's see some 2025 liveries in real life. So I'm going to go